Hello there and welcome to the A-Control tutorial video from Adam Audio. A-Control is a software application for the real-time remote control of Adam Audio A-series speakers, and it also facilitates the transfer of Sonarworks calibration profiles directly to an embedded platform on the loudspeaker's DSP. Let's take a look. The software is free to download from the My Adam user area on adamaudio.com for customers who have registered their A-series speakers. Once installed, open the application. Now go ahead and connect your speaker to your PC or Mac using a standard RJ45 Ethernet cable. A standard network switch or your Wi-Fi router can be used to connect multiple A-series speakers simultaneously. In this example, we are using a pair of A7V monitors and a network switch. Once you power on your monitors, they will become visible in the network area of A-Control. This is the section to the left of the application, and initially they will be identifiable by their serial numbers. To identify which speaker is which, simply click the blink icon beside the speaker's serial number. You'll see the respective LED blink on that connected speaker. Now that we have identified our speakers, we can rename them to something appropriate. Simply click in the text field to change it. As we are using a stereo pair, we will rename them A7V left and A7V right. Next, we will add both speakers to the setup area where we can explore the remote functionality and equalization modes found in A-Control. To do this, simply click the arrows beside each speaker in the network area. The default control option is backplate, which exactly mirrors the controls as we see them on the backplate of the monitor. Backplate mode allows us to select between the two voicing options found in all A-series monitors. A voicing is a signature sound profile designed by Adam Audio, and the A-series includes both pure, a flat setting for critical listening, mixing and mastering applications, and UNR, or Uniform Natural Response, which is a more characterful tuning found in Adam Audio legacy products, including the AX series. Once the voicing has been selected, we can further adapt the sound across 4 bands of equalization. These are bass, desk, presence, and treble. These settings are useful for compensating for acoustical issues that arise from speaker placement in typical listening environments, or they can be used simply to tailor the sound to the preference of the listener. As seen here, changes within A-Control occur in real time on the monitor's DSP, allowing the listener to instantly hear the impact of their selection. For users who wish to tune their speakers more accurately, Advanced mode allows you to dial in specific frequencies, Q levels, and gains across 6 bands of parametric equalization, selectable as low cut, high cut, low shelf, high shelf, or bell filters. As with backplate mode, changes made in advanced mode can be heard in real time, allowing for a very precise equalization to be carried out directly from the listening sweet spot. The third equalization mode is in partnership with Sound ID Reference from Sonarworks. This powerful software measures the frequency response of your speakers in the room and generates a bespoke calibration curve to help compensate for the acoustics of your space. Typically, the Sound ID Reference application is required to run in the background of a computer or as a plugin in a DAW in order to benefit from the calibration. But thanks to our collaboration with our colleagues at Sonarworks, the calibration file can be exported from the software and then imported to A-Control, where it is pushed to an embedded platform directly on the loudspeaker's DSP. Even when A-Control is not running, the calibration file will remain on the loudspeaker's DSP, allowing you to continue to benefit from the optimized tuning. Both Advanced Mode and Sound ID Reference Mode are signified by the EXT LED on the backplate of the monitor. So with the speakers disconnected, you can select between these equalizations along with the voicings simply by using the toggle switch. Off Mode bypasses all EQs but preserves any input, level or delay changes that have been made within A-Control. To the right of the A-Control application, we find the monitoring section. This is a global setting for all devices within the setup, allowing you to control the overall volume, mute your speakers, or dim them by -20 dB. Having made numerous tweaks to our different equalization modes, you may wish to save this profile for future use. This allows different users of the same studios to load their preferred settings, or to easily switch between stereo and multi-channel configurations. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and we look forward to answering whatever questions you might have in the comments below. Bye for now.